at receiver. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Broncos and the Falcons, next on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Definitely I'd be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep it focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
We can look at this Bronco defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Throwing is Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And looking for a lane, but Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. No score after one on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
The previous play is under review.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
After review of the play.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 31. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks.
Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's back at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. White running to the left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And Sanders has got it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him on 1st and goal. Bettis. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And some of those windows in the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people.
Take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So, pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. A short one there, caught by Granson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That's to the tight end Laporta. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. What did they want to fix immediately?
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah,
and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and they've gone to the half with a score 20-14. Cooper Rush with 2 first-half touchdown passes. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Kevin Harris, a touchdown run in that first half. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they are in a tight one, all tied with the visiting Ravens. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a quick... We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On the carry, it's Holmes. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be facing now the 3rd and 12.
Not a ton of room available in that one, but he made use of when space was available and gained decent yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Holmes. Runs through the contact and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I just think a major focus of the halftime had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Holmes. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On first down, Hurts. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run. This is Holmes. Ooh, the juke.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. A run now with Holmes. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
His pass became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught by Rice for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber will drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on the line lost.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player. Maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down, Denver.
They'll run on through. Oh, no, it's the football.
That block is not for it, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kevin Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead is down to 1 now, 14-13. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. To throw is Wilson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And they'll indeed take a knee. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Probably down actually put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side